and gentlemen, the winners of the match, and new W3L Tag Team Champions, Big Dave Jeremy and Liam Thompson! Hello everybody, welcome along to W3L Wrestling Showdown, here of course on the W3L network. Thank you as always for joining, subscribing, all the usual stuff. Now we here in W3L are gearing up for our Showdown Summer Spectacular event, which comes along on July 22nd from the Ice Arena in Kirkcaldy. You have to be there live to see this. It's not going to appear on the W3L network. Footage won't be appearing here on Wrestling Showdown. It's not going to come on DVD. You have to see it in person or you will miss out. As I'm sure you already know, that, assuming he's of course cleared by the doctors, our main event is going to see Bram, yeah, that Bram from Impact Wrestling, challenging James Scott for the Heavyweight Championship in a Falls Count Anywhere match. I'm sure you saw just a few weeks ago here on Showdown what happened when they met in a one-on-one match where technically it was standard traditional wrestling rules. That match got pretty out of hand. And now think what they're going to do when there's no rules to follow. You need to be there in the Ice Arena on July 22nd to see this match in person. I'll tell you how you can do that a little later on. But speaking of the Heavyweight Champion, speaking of James Scott, he and his cohort Dickie Divers have requested some time, as they have apparently an issue that they wish to address. Let's take you down to ringside right now and hear from the Contingency Plan.
I'm really glad that each and every one of you saved up your dole money for a month to come along and see me. Now, I'm not saying this looks like a show called Benefits Britain, but some of you do look pretty suspect. But let's get back to business. You see, whilst my tag partner may have let me down and lost the tag team titles, I need you people right now to understand I am and shall forever be your W3L Heavyweight Champion of the world. And do you people know why I will forever be the Heavyweight Champion? Does anybody know? I will continue to be the champion because there's absolutely nobody back there man enough to take this from me.
Hold that thought. First and foremost, please, pretty please, shut the hell up. Now, the last time I was in this building, the majority of this audience were booing me. I will give credit where it's due because they wanted to see somebody represent that title with class. And maybe I wasn't doing that. Maybe I was being a bit selfish. But the fact is when I was the champion, I did it all on my own. I didn't need my kid sister backing me up. So by all means, I'm willing to hear you talk about being a big deal. You're the champ. You are kind of a big deal.
Champion!
and you had Tag Team Championship 2. You're a big deal, absolutely. But I will say this much. I am a former W3L champion, and I want to be the W3L champion again. So by all means, what do you say we do it and have a championship match for that belt right here, right now?
Joe, do you think these people want to see me versus you right here, right now? No! Bangers, out. Don't start your nonsense! I'm not gonna play by your rules. I'll take on Joe whenever I feel like it. To be the next W3L heavyweight champion, and you're going to learn the cold hard fact of life, that heroes come and go, legends live forever.
An unexpected turn of events there. Joey Legend confronting James Scott. Now I'm told by members of W3L management that yes, Joey Legend will be receiving a shot at the heavyweight championship in the coming weeks here on Wrestling Showdown. When? You'll find out in the coming weeks. Make sure you hit subscribe so you get notified when Joey Legend challenges James Scott for the heavyweight title. Now I'm sure you saw a few weeks ago Jason Reed was wrestling the very good Mr. Euan Mackie when Timm Wylie appeared and interfered in the match. Wylie's been allied with the very good Mr. Euan Mackie for a number of months here in W3L. Quite why we're unsure. They've obviously found some common ground, and Wylie has interfered in a lot of Euan Mackie's matches. I'm sure if you saw Championship Showdown not that long ago, you'll remember when Mackie and Musso having the confrontation, Wylie attacked Musso during it. So it seems very fitting then that Mike Musso will square off against Timm Wylie this week here on Wrestling Showdown. Tired of being jumped from behind, he wants him face to face, and that's exactly what he's going to get. There's a lot of bad blood in this one, ladies and gentlemen, so let's not delay. Let's get down to ringside again as the merchandise Mike Musso takes on Timm Wylie.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're off and running here. Apparently not going to get any official introductions. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, it's Joe Fordyce. And we've got Mike Musso in the red and yellow and Timm Wylie in the white. And you see the very good Mr. Euan Mackie in the black and green at ringside as Mike Musso charges and drop kicks him right through the ropes. Now you know the history of Musso and Mackie, you know all the bad blood. Timm Wylie is associated himself with Mackie for whatever reason. He's become like his henchman almost, and he is here this week to take on Mike Musso, who's ascending the turnbuckles and just launches himself right at Timm Wylie. Talk about going high risk early on, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Musso just dives upon Timm Wylie on the floor there, and there is so much bad blood between these two men, these three, if you're going to include Mackie as well. So much history starting, of course, with Judge Rinder. They've interfered in each other's matches. I see Mackie blowing that effluence in the eyes of Mike Musso right now. That's going to limit his vision. He's done this before. This is giving Timm Wylie a bit of a respite here. So he grabs hold of Musso. What? Hang on. We've got to go what? Wait, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've got an interruption of some kind.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are graced by the presence of Lucian Maynard Smith, and I'm here at the W3L Action Academy, where there is training every Wednesday starting at 7 PM. For more information, you can go to w3lwrestling.com. Now, I want to remind all of you people that I have a pinfall victory over Mike Musso. Good day.
Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Lucian Maynard Smith interrupting this match to remind us that he does indeed hold a pinfall victory over Mike Musso. And of course, what he fails to mention is that it was thanks in part to the very good Mr. Euan Mackie interfering in that match. Now, throughout that thing from Lucian Maynard Smith, of course, Timm Wylie's dominated this contest. Musso's struggling badly. You saw the effluence in the eyes, and Mackie's done this before. It limits your vision, it burns the retinas. Musso suffered that 3 or 4 times, and it makes it hard to see. He manages to get that boot in the Timm Wylie's face. He's on the middle rope and lands a clothesline. I think Musso's been in the W3L ring so often he can almost do it by touch. He just gets a sense for exactly where he is. And he's going to need to, because if his vision's limited thanks to that effluence, he's really going to struggle. And see, Wylie goes to the eyes. He's been a target in Mackie's confrontations with Musso. He's interfered in a lot of his matches. He's been opposite him a couple of times. Because the last time we actually saw Timm Wylie in action here on Showdown, as Mackie goes right to the eyes again. So they're trying to blind Mike Musso, trying to rip his eyes out. And Timm Wylie is standing on the back of Mike Musso, forcing his throat in that middle rope, cutting the oxygen off, going to his lungs. And Wylie not quite as I don't want to use the word evil, but maybe that's the best way to describe him. He's a very good Mr. Euan Mackie, but as sadistic in his own right. And a DDT from short range. Musso's finished here, surely, after all he's gone through, but he's not. He's been blinded, he's had his eyes nearly gouged out of his skull, and yet he still kicks out that short range DDT. And Wylie, not a man that you can defeat easily, a powerfully built man, one of the strongest men in W3L. I'm sure you, if you're a regular viewer of Showdown, you saw his match against Martin Kirby, what he was able to do there. So he hooks Mike Musso, and he picks him up. Musso fighting this for all he's worth, and Wylie rams him in the turnbuckles. Now Musso's a big man, good 235 pounds, and Wylie picked him up with relative ease, and that was despite the size difference, because Musso obviously a taller man, and him trying to get out of it. But Wylie rammed him in the corner. And it could be time for a superplex. Musso with some jabs to the ribs there. Both men fighting precariously on those ropes. And Musso trying to do everything to stop from being superplexed. That could spell the end of the match for him. Wylie's got him. And he can't suplex him. Musso's fighting. Neither man's budging here. Musso with some fists to the forehead of Timm Wylie, and he goes to Wylie's eyes. Tournament's fair play. Wylie crashes down, and Musso drops the elbow, and a big splash as well. In for the cover. This is going to end the match, I'm sure. But Wylie somehow kicks out. You saw Mackie ready to dive in to try and break up the pinfall attempt. He wants to humiliate Musso wherever he can. He wants to cause him injury and pain and anguish. Musso saying finish it. Could be about to apply the blunt force trauma. It's the first stage. He's got Wylie up. But Wylie slipped out. He's tasted that before. He knew he landed on his feet to back off, and it's exactly what he did. Musso trying to block the Irish whip. Oh, referee Thomas Kearns. Timm Wylie crashing right into him. But Mackie's got the head of Francois Martin, and now Mike Musso takes it right in the face. Again, his vision's limited. Timm Wylie hits a death roll. Hooks the leg. And ends the match. I don't believe this. It took Euan, Mackie and the head of Francois Martin to get the victory here.
The winner of the match, Timm Wylie.
The audience irate at that one, and quite rightly too. Wylie can win matches handily on his own. He's got all the tools capable of doing it, but he needed Mackie's help and that head in a cage to defeat Mike Musso. Wylie a couple extra shots after the match, just for good measure it looks like. And he's got back to the eyes again. And Mackie now going for him. It's like they're trying to actually blind Mike Musso, ripping away at the face. And Mike Musso, I mean, his eyes already had that effluence. They got attacked earlier in the show. Hang on, it's Joey Legend. And Joey Legend, steel chair in hand, comes out the ring. And Mackie and Wylie scarper. Now we saw Legend earlier on confronting James Scott. He's got a heavyweight title shot in the pipeline, I'm told. And he's checking on Musso, and if you know the history of these two men, that's quite a surprise, because some of the actions Joey Legend has done over the years here in W3L, particularly to Mike Musso. But yeah, he's chased Mackie and Wylie away. What's that phrase? The enemy of my enemy is my friend? Is that how it goes? So Joey Legend helping up Mike Musso. I'm sure we've not heard the last of Musso's issues with the very good Mr. Euan Mackie and Timm Wylie as well. And frankly, Musso needs all the help he can get, because where one of those men goes, the other one is always not too far behind. And you saw what they did: effluence, a head in a cage, a million different things to attempt to blind and to injure Mike Musso. I think he's alright, he's moving. Don't think there's any permanent damage done. He's being checked over here. But we'll get our medical team backstage to check him out. Mike Musso loses this match, but it took a big effort and some double teaming to get the victory for Timm Wylie here on Showdown.
Yet again, ladies and gentlemen, you see Mike Musso's eyes almost being the focus of the attack. We've seen in the past how the very good Mr. Euan Mackie likes to spit that poison effluence. Mike Musso's had that in his face a whole number of times. Timm Wylie are trying to gouge his eyes out as well. Mike Musso wants to get hold of the very good Mr. Euan Mackie, but there's a roadblock in his way in the form of Timm Wylie. So Musso has issued a challenge. He did it backstage after his match, and I can inform you that coming up at our Showdown Summer Spectacular on July 22nd in the Ice Arena in Kirkcaldy, Mike Musso will face Timm Wylie. But it's not going to be a normal singles contest, no. In light of the fact that Mackie and Wylie have been almost trying to blind Mike Musso, it seems, Musso will face Wylie in a blindfold match. That's certainly going to be something different for both men to compete in. Timm Wylie and Mike Musso in a blindfold match joins James Scott versus Bram for the heavyweight title in a falls count anywhere match coming up on July 22nd at our Showdown Summer Spectacular. Remember, you can only see this event by being there in person. That's the only way you can see the blindfold match and the falls count anywhere match, and everything else is going to happen on that event. If you want to be part of it, and of course you do, go to our website, w3lwrestling.com. You can get your tickets there. Use Showdown as a coupon code for 20% off them as well. Give us a like on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Use the hashtag W3L Wrestling Showdown. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and I'm hoping that you have, because we've got some fantastic matches lined up in the weeks to come here on Wrestling Showdown. We've got more information about our Showdown Summer Spectacular in the weeks to come. You do not want to miss any of it. Join us back here in 7 days for more Wrestling Showdown.